You can only work 10, 12, 14, maybe 16 hours a day consistently. I mean, yeah, maybe some days you can work 20, 22 hours a day, but you can't do that consistently, okay? You're gonna get burned out. But your money doesn't need sleep. Your money doesn't need to go to the bathroom. Your money doesn't need a vacation. Your money can work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including holidays, which is why once you got this extra cash, you need to put it to work. That way your money can earn you more money because you need your money working for you while you're sleeping. This is what investing is all about. You're sending your money out, that way your money can attract you more money. Lots of people assume that putting your money to work and investing means that you have to throw your money in the stock market, but that's not the only way that you can invest your money, and it depends on what your risk tolerance is. One of the simplest and easiest and the least risky ways to invest your money is just by paying down your debt. If you have student loans that are costing you 6% a year in interest, and you pay it off a year early, well, now you just got a 6% guaranteed return on your money for that year, because now you don't have to pay 6% in interest to the bank or your lender. That 6% is what you get to keep in your pocket because you paid off your student loans a year earlier. This doesn't have really any risk because if you pay down your debt early, that's interest that you don't have to pay. You should also be investing in yourself and your own mind because, like everybody says, you are your own best investment. If you know how to use your money better, you can use your money better and get a better return on your money. Now, this takes time and it takes money, but this can be one of the most valuable things that you do because if you don't know how to invest your money, then you're not going to be able to get the best returns. So this could mean reading books, it could mean taking classes online, it could mean going to seminars, whatever it is. You need to be investing in your education, especially your financial education, if you want to know how to use your money the right way. That way you can get the best returns on your money. The other kind of education is financial tuition, and financial tuition is when you lose money by making a bad investment. I'm a real estate investor and I have read a ton of books on real estate investing, but some of the best real estate investing knowledge I got was by investing in a property, which I call my nightmare property, where I lost a ton of money. It was my education. It was the financial tuition I had to pay to learn how to be a good real estate investor, because there's just some things that you can't learn in books. There's just some things that you can't learn in courses. So that's another kind of education where you just go out and do things because there will be times when you lose money. That's just reality. By the way, if you do want to learn more about my worst real estate deal ever, it was a nightmare property.
You know, I read a lot of books that say, you know, every real estate investor has one really bad deal. This is mine. So I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. This is not something to teach you in business books or even something to talk about in real estate books. So I want you guys to learn from my mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes as I did, because it was very expensive. Let's take a look inside.
I walked through that deal on YouTube, and if you want to watch that video, I will also link it for you in the description below. Then you have investing in assets. This is your more traditional type of investing, because now we're talking about investing in the stock market or investing in real estate. Now you're really just putting your money to work. That way your money can attract you more money. The way it works is now you're buying an asset, you're buying an investment for the purpose of making money, because you're buying something that you think will go up in value. So if you buy a stock for $100 a share, and then this company starts to make more money and the value of your stock goes to $200 a share, now you just doubled your money. You can also put your money to work for passive income, because now certain stocks pay dividends. What dividends are cash payments. Is passive income that you get just for owning a stock that pays a dividend. It's the same with real estate. If you buy a home, you can rent out this home for $1,000 a month, and now every single month your tenants are going to pay you $1,000 a month for living in your property. And now even if you're sitting on a beach somewhere, you're still getting $1,000 a month every single month from your tenants that are living in your property, and you don't have to do any of the work because you put your money to work. You use your money to buy an asset, to buy this house, and now your money through this asset is generating you passive income. And the best part of all is now you're creating a new income stream that you're earning without having to physically go to work. Because now if you have income coming in from your stocks, or if you have income coming in from your real estate, this is money that you're getting without you going to your job. Now let me give you a quick disclaimer here, because there's a lot of kind of misconceptions out there about passive income and investing, with a lot of people on the internet saying, oh, you can become a millionaire overnight by just throwing your money in stocks or by throwing your money in real estate. Well, it doesn't really work like that. It is a slow, gradual wealth building process where the more money you put in, the better returns you will generally see, and the more time you have, the more money you will make. Now, before we get into to number 5, I do want to let you know where you can learn more about investing, because our team puts out tons of articles on how to invest your money and build wealth through stocks and real estate on our website, theminoritymindset.com. And I'll also link an article for you up here and in the description below. And that's when we come to number 5, putting fuel on the fire, where now you understand how to use your money, and now it's time to earn more money because you know how to grow your money even bigger. The reason I talk about this now, not earlier, is because a lot of people think that the solution to their money problems is just earning more money. But there's a little problem with that. If you don't know how to manage your money with $40,000 a year, you're not going to know how to manage your money suddenly at $400,000 a year, or even $4 million a year. That's why 70% of lottery winners become broke or bankrupt within just 5 years of winning the lottery. And that's why 78% of NFL players who make a ton of money while they're playing in the NFL end up broke or bankrupt within just 2 years of retiring from the NFL. Making more money does you no good unless you know how to use your money first. That's why once you know how to use your money, it's all about putting fuel on the fire, because now you have a financial system. You've built your savings cushion. You're no longer bleeding cash, and now you're putting your money to work. Once you do that, it's all about amplifying the system by earning more money and putting fuel on the fire. The way you do this is going to depend on you. For some of you, that might mean asking for a raise or working to get a promotion, something where you can get more money from your job. For others of you, maybe you're working a job, but you also really like baking cakes. If that's the case, now you can start a side hustle where on the weekends, you're baking cakes and you're selling it to your friends and your neighbors and other people that like your cake. And for others of you, you might have an entrepreneurial bug where you just really want to start a business. The whole purpose here is now when you make more money, you don't just go out and buy a fancy car. You follow your financial system. You're going 75, 15, 10, or you're going 50, 30, 20. Whenever you make more money, you're just taking that money and you're putting it into your funnel. That way you're investing more money, you're saving more money until you have the savings cushion built up, and then you're spending a little bit more money. The whole purpose of all of this is to manage your money in a way where you're paying yourself and you're building your wealth first before you go out and spend all your money and make all of those companies around you rich. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.